In today's forecast, we're going to break down all the weather that you need to know that's going to hit the United States in the next few days, including severe weather, flooding, and more. We will start off with what's happening now. We got an enhanced risk of severe weather for parts of the Texas Panhandle and places like Elk City, Oklahoma. This is mainly a tornado and hail threat, as we can see some very strong supercell thunderstorms. We have a 10% hatched area for tornadoes. This is SIG level 1. This includes places like Atlas, Childress, Quanah, parts of Memphis, Texas, and Oklahoma. We can see strong tornadoes, EF2 plus, so definitely be ready for that. This is a wind threat. We have a 15% wind threat stretching from parts of the Texas Panhandle all the way up to parts of Emporia, Kansas. So definitely be ready for that. There's a SIG level 1 hatched area for this. So make sure you are, prepared for that. We can see damaging winds up to around 70 miles per hour. And this is the hail risk. We got a 30% hail risk, SIG level 1 hatched area. This includes places like Woodward, Elk City, and Weatherford. Woodward, Elk City, and Weatherford, Oklahoma, and then Shamrock, Wheeler, Pampa, Turkey, Memphis, and Childress. So we can see up to baseball-sized hail in some of these areas. So tornadoes and hail are the main threat in this storm. We will get into the HRRR model later in the video. This is tomorrow. This is the main day for severe weather. We can see a severe weather outbreak with multiple tornadoes possible. We got an enhanced risk of severe weather. They updated it. They expanded it into much of the Ozarks, like Springfield, Joplin, Fayetteville, Tulsa, Kansas City. This does not include Columbia or Jefferson City or anything like that, but it does include places like Trenton. I already said Kansas City, Emporia, Lola, and all those places, and Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. We have a slight risk of severe weather surrounding this. It goes into places like Milwaukee all the way down into Dallas, Texas. We also got a separate slight risk of severe weather near San Angelo, Abilene, and Sterling City. So definitely be ready for that. I think there's mostly a hail threat. There's a hatched hail threat over there, so definitely be ready for that. This is the tornado threat. We got a 10% hatched area for tornadoes extending from Springfield all the way down into the Texas and Oklahoma border. We can see strong tornadoes, EF2 plus, so definitely be ready for that. Then there's a 5% tornado risk around this. This includes places like Little Rock, Arkansas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas, Columbia, Missouri, uh, Jefferson City, Missouri, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, all the way up into the Milwaukee area. There is a hatched area in all these areas. We got a hatched area for St. Louis, Chicago, Milwaukee, all the places that are under this tornado threat. Like we said, they changed the way their outlooks are working, and now we can see a hatched area in the 2% and 5% tornado area. So we're gonna. It's safe to say that we're gonna have a tornado outbreak. Here's a look at the wind threat. This includes Springfield, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, all the way up into Kansas City, Columbia, Missouri, all the way up into places like Madison and all those areas. There is a hatched area from Springfield, Kansas City, Wichita, all the way up into the Cedar Rapids area. So definitely be ready for that. This is the hail risk. We got a 30% hatched hail risk area. That includes places like Springfield, Fayetteville, Tulsa, Kansas City, and all those areas. So definitely be ready for some baseball-sized hail on Friday. We got all threats on the table, including flooding. There's a hatched area that goes all the way down to parts of southern Texas up into the Great Lakes region. So definitely be ready for that. Then we got that slight risk of severe weather down here near Abilene, San Angelo, Sterling City, and all those areas. There is a hatched 15% hail risk down there. Yeah, that's all we have for the day 2 outlook. Then Saturday, we have two slight risks of severe weather. One of them down here in the southern United States, and then one up here in places like Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio and all the Kentucky and all those areas. So this is very rare. So make sure you're ready. We do have a hatched area down here near San Antonio, Dallas, and all those areas in Texas. Let's take a look at the HRRR model. I did, kind of outline these in this enhanced risk area and slight risk area, and all the way into a marginal risk area, just so you guys can kind of see where all the risk levels are. So this is precipitation type. We're gonna have thunderstorms start to really develop around 5 p.m. We can see some discrete supercell thunderstorms. I think the highest tornado threat might be around 6 to 8 p.m. Definitely be ready for that. This is 8 p.m. We got some, widespread supercell thunderstorms starting to develop across this area. This is 8 p.m. and then I'm gonna slide the animation slider. This is 9 p.m. Around 9, I think these supercell thunderstorms are gonna start to kind of collide together. We'll still see a tornado threat and a hail threat, but I think the tornado threat will start going down and turn into more of a wind threat as it hits Oklahoma City. This will go all the way into the Missouri area and kind of just disappear. So yeah, we can see some monster hail, real bad supercell thunderstorms and all that. And then this is Friday, 7 a.m. Only problem with these severe thunderstorms tomorrow, we'll have some rain in the area before thunderstorms can, start to develop. This is 7 a.m. So if this keeps happening, then this will kind of stabilize the atmosphere. But I do think we will still see a severe weather outbreak. Um, it is still a little uncertain, but I do think we this will move out of the area around noon, and then we'll start seeing some supercell thunderstorms start to develop. This is 5 p.m. We got some discrete supercell thunderstorms developing across this area. I think we can definitely see some tornadoes and very large hail. This is Friday at 10 p.m. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This will turn into a more of a wind threat, but we still have the possibility for tornadoes, mostly around the Ozarks area. We'll see widespread supercell thunderstorms across much of Oklahoma, Arkansas, and southern Missouri. After this round of storms that are bringing the highest tornado threat, we'll see another round of storms. And after this line of storms, you'll see the main line come through as a squall line, and this will bring more of a damaging wind threat. And then it'll all be over for the Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma area, and we'll start to be ready for Saturday. Notice how we got this huge squall line stretching from Dallas all the way up to Detroit, and that'll set up this big wind and hail threat for parts of Houston, New Orleans, and the Deep South. Let's take a look at the Cape Index. You can see we got that dry line right here, and that's causing all those supercell thunderstorms to develop. It has to force all that warm air up when something like that happens. It could be a cold front or dry line, but this time it's a dry line. As you can see, it moves in. You see how we got a lot of cape and moisture over here near Lubbock, Texas, and then maybe about 50 miles to the west, we got almost nothing. So that's kind of what a dry line looks like. Those purple colors mean a lot, well over enough. This is 2,000 joules per kilogram. All you really need is 500 joules per kilogram in cape. So we got well over enough cape for today to cause some of those thunderstorms to really start to develop. Cape is basically thunderstorm fuel. So it stands for convective available potential energy. I'm going to slide the animation slider, and as the nighttime hours come in, then it'll kind of cool down and stop. But this is 9 a.m. on Friday. You can see some of that cape really starts to come up. And this is the dry line right here. Got that really long, sharp area where there's a lot of moisture, and then it just kind of cuts off to almost nothing. So we're gonna start seeing some supercell thunderstorms to develop on that line over there. And then that'll start moving into the Ozarks, the Dallas area, parts of northern Arkansas and all those areas. You can still see the dry line across much. This is 5 a.m. on Saturday. You can still see that dry line over there, and then the cable kind of just calmed down, and we'll only see that threat down here in southern Arkansas, and the severe weather threat there near in the Ohio Valley. I think tomorrow the biggest tornado threat will be right around this area. That's the biggest supercell threat too, and all that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.